From Glasgow's Irish-founded Celtic FC to Dublin's Bohemians, Palestinian flags are a common sight at Irish football matches. The Bohemians even feature Palestinian colors in their away kit. Ireland has been the most pro-Palestinian country in Europe for decades. Why the love? It has its roots in a shared history. In 1919, Ireland exploded into open rebellion. The Irish Republican Army launched a guerrilla war against British rule, targeting police, barracks, and intelligence networks. Britain responded with the familiar imperial playbook: reprisals, collective punishment, torture, emergency laws, and a campaign of terror against the civilian population. In Ireland, this playbook was systematized and refined into a modern counterinsurgency doctrine. Britain recruited demobilized World War I soldiers into emergency colonial forces. The most infamous were the Black and Tans, who quickly became notorious for their brutality and lawlessness. On Bloody Sunday, November 21st, 1920, Crown forces, including Black and Tans, Auxiliaries, and British Army troops, opened fire on civilians at a Gaelic football match in Dublin's Croke Park, killing 14 in retaliation for IRA assassinations earlier that morning. After an IRA ambush killed British officers, the Black and Tans, together with British forces, burned the center of Cork City on December 11, 1920. Black and Tans actively obstructed the Cork Fire Brigade from fighting the blazes. During their rampage, they shot at, beat, and robbed civilians. Over 2,000 homes and businesses were burnt to the ground, and 20,000 people were left homeless. After the British were driven out of most of Ireland and signed the Anglo-Irish Treaty in 1921, they exported their counterinsurgency apparatus to Palestine. British officials repeatedly warned that Palestine could become a second Ireland. Churchill, who was the colonial secretary, wanted to ensure that the empire's humiliation in Ireland would not be repeated in Palestine. So he sent in his worst. In 1922, veterans of the Black and Tans were recruited to form the rank and file and officer corps of Palestine's British Gendarmerie, which was led by Henry Hugh Tudor, the former British Chief of Police in Ireland. The new police force went right to work, deploying the same tactics they used in Ireland in cordon and search operations to look for arms. As Palestinian resistance grew, these searches increased in violence: furniture smashed, doors broken, livestock killed, and food stores destroyed. During the 1936 Palestinian Arab Revolt, British troops carried out a horrific number of atrocities. A recent BBC review of the historical evidence documented arbitrary killings, torture, the use of human shields, and home demolitions as collective punishment. This shared history of colonial oppression would evolve into a modern anti-colonial alliance under the banner of One Struggle. In the 70s and 80s, the Irish Republican Army, the African National Congress, and the Palestine Liberation Organization forged connections across continents. IRA fighters trained in PLO camps in Libya and Lebanon, and ANC guerrillas received specialized training at IRA camps in Ireland. Nelson Mandela declared, "We know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians." In a 1990 interview with Ted Koppel, when pressed about his close relationships with Yasser Arafat and Jerry Adams, Mandela dismissed the criticism with a simple statement: "Your enemies are not our enemies." Jerry Adams, president of Sinn Féin, the political wing of the IRA, echoed Mandela's words. "We will continue to keep faith with the struggle in Palestine because we know that Ireland's freedom will be incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians." The Irish and the Palestinians share a collective memory of struggle against colonialism. They share the memory of the atrocities, the war crimes, and the bloody cost of resistance. The Irish don't just see a worthy cause in Palestine. They recognize brothers in arms. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you would like to see more content like this.